Jeremy, how would you describe this season? Sort of a wild season for you, 4 days before the first game you get traded here and in your rookie year. How would you describe the whole process?
That's exactly what it was. It was a process for me. It was a huge learning year for me, being able to learn from, some of the great players, KD, Russ, even Perk, Serge, all those guys really helped me, through the year, learn good habits. So that's why I say it was just a huge learning year for me.
What have they told you about your future? What kind of role do they want you to prepare for next season?
Well, they, haven't said much about, next season. They just really put emphasis on continue to work hard. Just make sure you get your work in. Have a good routine, and just do all you can to make yourself better. Because it's only gonna help me as well as the team in the long run. So. They just told me, be patient, and my time will come.
Any specific aspects of your game? I mean, we know you're a pure shooter, as Perry Jones put it, but any aspects of your game that you want to improve upon this summer?
Well, I want to work on, creating. Not just for myself, but for teammates. Work on the defensive end. Always try to make it tough on the offensive player. So just little things like that I want to work on. This summer.
Jeremy, you went to Reno. You had a really good season in Tulsa. Did you ever fully embrace that, or were you just so hell bent on being with the Thunder that that's all you thought about?
No, I embraced it. We had a good season down there. We ended up making the playoffs and made it to the second round. So I think going down there, was good for all of us that went. Because we was able to do the things that we did in the workouts. We could do them in a game-like situation, and that was huge for us. So the playoffs, it was exciting. And the first round, like I said, we got out the first round. It was, we won a game on the road, which was, real exciting for us. So I think I embraced it. It was fun. Made me better. As well as, Liggs and Perry and, D.O. We all, really had fun down there.
When you guys were struggling to score points against Memphis, did you think you could get in there and be given a shot, or did you ever have a feeling like that?
I mean, of course I wanted to play. I wanted to help out, but I believe that those guys could do it. I just think we there's times in the game where you're not gonna make shots, and I feel like this year, we just had some bad breaks. KD had wide open, mid-range, and he always hits that shot, but, it just rimmed out. So, like I said, of course I wanted to play. I was anxious, but, I think they could have done it.
Did you learn anything just from being in the playoffs and just getting that experience and being around the guys as they work through a lot of challenges?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely different, regular season to the playoffs. It, the intensity was a lot higher. The crowds were a lot different. Scouting going into series were very detailed and, very focused. So it was a lot of, I think it was a lot of things that went different, in those areas.
You mentioned the crowds in the playoffs. What did you think about the fans just in general here, the community here in Oklahoma City, since day one, since you got here?
Oh, it was great. Last year when I was watching, the playoffs and, the NBA on TV, I could tell that it was great fans here. And, I was real excited to see it in person, and every game they came out and supported us, and we always had our backs, so we definitely got one of the best crowds, and it was a great atmosphere to be around.
What do you envision in the summer league? Are there aspects of your game that you're looking to improve at or thrive on?
Just the same, work on defensive end, work on making plays. So I'll probably be here, a lot this summer, trying to get better, working with the coaches, working on my game. So I'll just, things that I will be doing, this summer, I'll just, try to translate it in, summer league, and, hopefully it'll work out.
What have you learned just from being around this group that prides themselves on defense about needing to be a well-rounded player and not just a good shooter? Is that something that you feel like you need to do to be a part of this group?
Yeah, it's been plenty of games this year where, we wasn't hitting shots, but we played good defense, and that kept us in the game. The last game against Memphis, like I said, we didn't hit a lot of shots, but we kept playing defense, and we was right there at the end. Had a chance. So one thing I've learned is even when your shot's off, defense can get your game going. Get a steal. You can do a lot of things, get deflections, and just still be important to your team. So I think that's one thing I learned.
I mean, you probably dreamt about getting this stuff all your life. What was the best part of it after your first year?
I think just being around, different players in the league, being able to see their routines, see their workouts. I've always said, you're not, people that are great players, they don't become great players on accident. So it was cool being able to see, their workouts, how they eat. There's the stuff they do on the court, but it was also cool to see the stuff they do off the court. So I think that was probably one of the coolest things.
There's one guy on this team that really took you under his wing and showed you the ropes, how to be a professional and all that, what to do off the court, all those types of things.
I think a couple guys. I don't think it was just one, but I think a couple guys helped me. Like I said, KD, Russ, Perk. My first guy here, Perk, really just, told me how things work, what the coaches are going to expect of me and stuff like that. KD, I worked out with him, a couple of days when I first got here. We used to work out a little bit after practice. So I think a lot of guys, helped me, through my first year.
Kmart was a top scorer off the bench. It's uncertain whether he'll be back. How closely will you follow that situation? And is it kind of odd trying to beat out a guy that you came here with and knew first in Houston?
I don't think it's odd because the NBA is very competitive, but I don't think I'll pay that close attention to it. My dad always tell me, work hard and everything will work out. So, I'm gonna just work hard, focus on my game, focus on getting better, and I think everything will take care of itself.
Where will you spend most of your off-season this summer?
I'll probably be here in OKC a lot. I might work out with my trainer a little bit in New York, but I'll probably be here working with the coaches for most of the summer.